Hello everyone, and today we're going to do a mod showcase on the mod Aethercraft. It's very similar to the old equivalent exchange back in Ticket Classic. So with these two blocks here, the Aether Condenser and the Aether Extractor, made from some obsidian, some lapis, glowstone, emerald, and some more obsidian. That's the condenser, and the extractor is pretty much the same, but you have diamonds and lapis up there instead, and the glowstone block, which is the same. Together with those, if you have the extractor here besides it, doesn't need to be left, but if you have it there besides it, you can throw glowstone, for example. It's just an example. You can use any item that has a AV value, which is C by shift clicking and holding on an item. You see, you start building this tank up, which that tank transfers over to this condenser, which starts generating these items. So right here, you put your target. For example, I could start making glowstone again. Just putting diamonds in there, that makes me a lot of glowstone. So stuff like that you can do very easily with only these two items, but there's a lot else to it. So right here you have an Aether Reconstructor. So you can take, so you see in here I have a diamond pickaxe that is enchanted and almost broken. So if I put an extractor next to this Aether Reconstructor, which is by the way made by obsidian and ethereal farsi and infused ingot. I'll very soon get to how you make those kind of ores, and a glowstone. You make this block here, and if you put on an Aether extractor next to it and put some items in there to get some AV, and you can see that this is starting to repair slowly, and it costs 15.75 per repair. So it's going to take some time, but you can repair the enchanted pickaxe right there, and of course you can repair normal pickaxe as well. So that's all working. So over here you have an Aether Infuser next to an extractor, of course, because you need some way to turn the AV into the infuser, right? So in here, if you put a diamond in here, that will slowly turn into an ethereal farsi. And if you put gold in here, it will slowly turn into an infused ingot, as you see right there. Just as that iron ingots or other ingots don't work, it's only the gold and the diamond that works in the Aether Infuser. So put those back in there. Over here you have if I didn't show how that was made, it's with obsidian, 2 emeralds, a diamond, and a glowstone piece right there. Over here you have an Aether manipulator, which is made from the Aether Condenser and the Extractor, together with some Aether conduit, which I will show you how to make very soon, some obsidian, and that makes it all. This is pretty much a combination of those two blocks over there. So I can just throw any material in here that isn't diamond, and we'll consume it to make diamonds. Up here is the target, and that's pretty much how it works. This is very similar to the old condenser back in Ticket, or whenever you had equivalent exchange 2, was it? Anyways, over here you have an Aether container. In here you can put this Aether cell right here to either store AV or put it into the system again. And this Aether cell will be used for powering tools and rings and all of that stuff, which we'll get to. And here you see also have a Aether conduit. So if I take this empty cell here and put it in there, start putting this energy over here. But over here I also have an Aether extractor together with this Aether conduit that transfers it over to the container, so you don't need to have them next to each other as I have had before. You can have the conduit there, which is made with some obsidian and some lapis. So over here we are starting to come to the infused machines, which are all pretty much the same as the other machines, although they accept the limit is higher here, the transfer energy or the AV between the machines, so everything will become quicker, and as well as the tanks are bigger. So I'll just go through the recipes. The functions are all the same. So here's the extractor, infused ingots, emeralds, got lapis block, and glowstone. The condenser is infused ingots, and the ethereal farsi, 2 infused ingots, 2 and 2 lapis block and a glowstone. The manipulator the Infused Condenser, Infused Extractor, some Infused Conduit, which I haven't shown here, but that's made of some infused ingots and a piece of glowstone. You get 8 pieces of the Infused Conduit. That's again, it's just high, the limit is high, so it can transfer the AV quicker. And that's that recipe. Here's an infused container, some infused ingots here, 2 emeralds and 2 glowstone. And here's an Aether catalyzer, which you might be confused about. What is that? I didn't see that machine earlier. I don't know if this is like not named correctly or something, because it is an Aether infuser. It should really say, oh, I guess infused infuser. That's doesn't sound too good. Anyways, that is made of infused ingots, 2 Aether Farsi, glowstone, and a. So if you happen to have equivalent exchange on your mod pack or whatever you're playing on, you can do this recipe right here with the gold to make the emeralds needed, because as you see, you need quite a lot of emeralds to get all these machines running, and you can't place emeralds into the condenser because it won't accept emeralds. It can't mass produce it, but you can mass produce gold, and therefore you can make emeralds this way around. So if you're having problems by finding emeralds or getting emeralds, this is a way to do it. So over here we have the Aether battery made from 6 gold, glowstone and 2 glass, and that stores 16,384 AV in it. And over here you have the Aether cell made from 4 of these batteries and can hold 4 times as much, which is 65,536. And you have the infused ingot and a few pieces of glass. And here you have the Wrath band, which is used to make 2 of these rings over here, and that's only gold around and a lava bucket. Quite easy recipe right there. Get rid of this glowstone. And here we have the Ring of Flight, made from 4 infused ingots, a Aetherol Farsi, the band itself, and 2 feathers and an emerald. Should be very careful about this ring though, as to use it you right click it. You see it's starting to glow right now. But even if you're not flying with it, only because it's glowing, it starts consuming the batteries. Let's get rid of those. It starts consuming from this. Yeah, it uses up energy there, but it uses more when you're flying. And you should also be careful not to deactivate it before you have landed, because you saw right now, I've been up here now. So if I stand here now, I'll take half of my HP, because it calculates me as falling from that distance. So be very careful of this. This could kill you very easily. So here's a Ring of Repair, which is the same as the Aether Reconstructor. And pretty much what this is, if you just right click it in your inventory, you will start repairing any broken tools, and that takes power from the cell or battery. So over here we have an infused rod, which is made with 2 gold and an infused ingots. They are a part of the tool recipes over here. So this pickaxe is made from 3 infused ingots, 2 infused rod, and that's pretty much it. So it's a decent pickaxe, digs some like almost in diamond speed, but it has one more function. You can right click it and it starts glowing and digs significantly faster. So if we test it here on the obsidian here, that's how quick it is when it's glowing and when it's deactivated. It's not that quick anymore. So if we place this back here, all of these tools are made as normal tools, infused rods, infused ingots, as you would expect. So here another test is just cutting down logs, and now we have the glowing effect on there. So here's where you have the hammer, the Aether hammer, which is infused ingots around here and 2 infused rods. This cuts a 3x3 area. Can also be right clicked to make it go quicker, as you just saw there. So the sword is of course a bit different. It doesn't change the dinger speed really. The infused rods, 2 ingots, yeah. It makes you hit for more, so by default it's 7 damage, but if I right click it now, so it starts glowing, you see then it does 10 damage. So quite a good sword, honestly, if you have a lot of AV. So I recommend that. There's a shovel as well. It's a decent speed by default, but if you right click it, it starts cutting in the dirt pretty much instant. It is instant. The grass isn't though, but yeah. I've been working on good, efficient ways to make a farm out of this. To start farming AV. And if you have thermal expansion, I suggest building something like this. So over here you have cryothium, and you can get that from this cryothium dust in the magma crucible. And over here you have just this energized glowstone, which is just glowstone in the magma crucible, and then a fluid transposer puts it into a bucket. So that's how that works, and it's pretty much like a cobblestone generator. When these two meet, they make a block, and I have a turtle right here, breaking it all the time. To code for this turtle, which I made myself, very basic turtle program. It's a loop for the first, while true to, just to loop this all. So if the turtle detects a block in front of it, it digs it, of course, and if it doesn't, it sleeps for a little bit, and then it puts all the items up in the chest up above. And then it loops around and does this all over again. So meaning each time it can't take a block, it puts its item in here, which you can then have try with a ender chest going to another ender chest, and then maybe into an either manipulator or a condenser or an extractor. I mean, so that's a way of making the making a farm out of this, and that's highly efficient. Of course, you can just make a bunch of these if you like. You'll be able to get infinite items in no time. So that's all for me today. I have showcased all of the blocks available in the Aethercraft mod pack. If you're interested how to get the minium stone over with the equivalent exchange, I will do that mod pack at some point. If it's up, there will be a link here on the screen. You can just click that. Else than that, I do the mad pack that we're currently on every now and then on my Twitch channel, so go and check that out. There's a link to that in the description. And to top that all off, thank you all for watching, and have a great evening.